It's my favorite thing to do with summer vegetables. My favorite thing, because all winter long you can pull out this fresh marinara sauce or fresh pizza sauce or whatever you want to use it for by putting other seasonings into it. And it's amazing. We have a harvest that we got this morning. Tomatoes, carrots, this little yellow, it's a yellow watermelon, so it's supposed to be tiny. Tomatoes, chard, Brussels sprouts, butternut squash, eggplant, more cucumbers, onions, and this acorn squash. So what I'm going to do is open a couple of these things for you and let you see if they're ripe while I see if they're ripe.
15, that's good to know.
All right, so this is a acorn squash. So we're going to see what it looks like. See if I can do this without cutting my arm off. Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure that's what it's supposed to look like inside, but I think it could even stay longer if we wanted it to. So I scoop the seeds out and I bake it, but I don't have any oven right this moment because my oven is still broke. So I will put it in my roaster upside down in a dish and let it steam bake that way. So that's that. Now we're going to check out this watermelon that feels a little squishy to me. This may be overdone. Or not. It's not a lemon one, it's a red one. So let's taste it. Tastes like a watermelon. I'm gonna go give this to Jim. It's not super sweet.
What?
It's not super sweet, that's the heart. Doesn't taste bitter.
Good.
This is the eggplant, so let's try it. Oh, it's beautiful. That will make a wonderful Parmesan. Okay, that's perfect. And one more. This is a butternut squash. I'm going to get out the big guns for it. Notice I'm keeping my hand back. Kind of working at it. I gotta get right there. Ah. Oh, that's beautiful too. Yay! Okay, squash time. And then I have Brussels sprouts and chard. It's gonna be a great lunch today. All right, we got one more to cut here, but we already cut it. So, look at this. Our first watermelon. Whoops.
It already has a bite out of it.
This is my bite.
How is it?
Is it sweet?
Not as sweet, but it's refreshing. It's
refreshing.
102 degrees, so it's really refreshing. We just went, and we should have taken you with us. We're sorry. We went to the garden, and let me show you. We have a few tomatoes here. Yeah. So I'll be making some marinara sauce, and I made some yesterday, and that's my favorite way to do our tomatoes. And for lunch, we had our chicken over some pasta with our homemade marinara sauce.
Yep.
And it was delish.
Very good.
So I'm thinking you're not minding eating this.
No, this is pretty good.
So this is our problem. We're leaving for Colorado tomorrow on a plane for a week. So we're having to leave our harvest, and we're leaving our tomatoes. So we'll pull as many off tomorrow as we can and set them in the windows so that they'll be in the house, or set them in here so that they'll be in the house to not rot on the vine, and then whatever's left we'll get when we get back.
The rest of the watermelon, the stems are all still green. And this one was totally dry, so it was done. It wasn't going to do any more. So we'll see. Maybe a week is enough. The others will be ready, or maybe.
And they're way
sweeter.
bigger than this one.
Yeah, they're larger than this one.
So.
And then our cantaloupe, there are 5 cantaloupe of various sizes. No odors on them yet, so I don't
by
know
that,
already.
describe that, what you're talking about.
Well, they say what you do is you smell the blossom end to see if you get that sweet cantaloupe smell. There's nothing there. What I think we need to do is find some way to protect them from the mice and the birds so that they don't eat them before we come back.
Okay.
At least
So
one
all
of them.
those tomatoes that we got, I'm putting into this pan here. And I am making sauce like that. It's really good. Oh yeah, really good. Oh, really good. Here, taste this.
I think I got the end of your finger.
Try it again. You're not getting to see this. You're just getting to see something weird.
It's good.
Anyway, I take all my tomatoes and I'll kind of go through the process with you. I'm sure there's so many more experts out there, but they're very strange little tomatoes, and so I just cut off all the strange little parts. I don't worry about what I'm wasting or what I'm not wasting.
Strange is another word for organic sometimes.
That's right. That's right. We're not going for perfection. We're going for delicious. And so all I'm doing is cutting them up and putting it in here.
I want to show you something sad.
Oh,
This is the trash.
that's so
There are no
sad.
chickens to give it to, and we've got to turn our compost pile off, so we don't want to be adding more to it because we got to clean everything up
Because we're moving.
because we're moving. So it's heartbreaking.
It is. It's terrible. It's just like the biggest waste in the world not to be able to give your scraps to animals. I'm like, we need to go find some animals because it's terrible to just throw food away. Ugh. Anyway, I'll cut these all up and then I'll come back and show you what I put in it. I showed that.
This is what we're going to be cutting up. I'm showing you another view of it.
When I was in China this last summer, this is what I bought. Brought it in my luggage, not on carry-on. And I learned when I was taking the classes, the cooking classes there, how to really smash garlic. It's amazing. This is the only knife I have that you can do it. Okay, so watch. You just take it, you lay it flat, and you go like that. And it completely obliterates, what is that word? How do you say?
Obliterates.
Obliterates.
That's
I don't think
obliterates.
obliterate there. Say, do it. Watch it again. You just hit it, and it just smashes it, and so it just comes off so easy. And you know, I have a crusher that I can, or a, you know, the press, But these work so much better. One more time. Well, that one just smushed to pieces. Anyway, they're really fun. It's really easy to do. And it's my new garlic chopper. And then you just take it and you chop it. And if you really want to do it like the guy there, you just get rocking back and forth with this. They only use this knife for everything that they do in the kitchen. They use a knife like this. I was impressed. Impressed enough to buy me one and my grandson one. All right, we're gonna go out to the garden and get some basil. This is the smoke from the forest fires all around us.
You're looking at the sun right now. It's
so
it's
bad.
afternoon. You see the sun is still high, but that's all we're seeing of the sun. And you just look at the sky. I mean, it looks like it's foggy. Not as bad as I think we've seen it a little bit worse than this.
Oh, yesterday was so. You panned it way too fast. It'll yell at you when you do that.
You can see this is just.
Yeah, yesterday was so bad, and every once in a while the wind will do something and you'll just get this huge whiff in the house. I'm gonna take quite a bit of basil here. We're turning to seed. And I am using this fresh basil
You want to use any of those peppers?
Yeah, I can definitely use some peppers.
Well, I can smell that basil as you're picking it.
I know, isn't it wonderful? And is definitely going to seed. Oh, you can get this. Smell it! So Jim, would you go out and get some fresh oregano? It's labeled out there. Okay, here we go. So we're gonna put 2 onions and 4 garlic in each pot. And then we're gonna put a pile of basil. And this is fresh oregano, and then I'm going to put in dried oregano also. So, there we go. There you go. And then fresh or dried thyme too. Thyme in a bottle. We finally figured out how to bottle thyme. Okay, and then my recipe. Salt, that's sea salt, and pepper. Okay, now we don't add any fluid to it at all. We just put it on, let it simmer. We bring it to a boil, and then we turn it down and let it simmer with no lid on it for 2 to 3 hours. Just let it do that, and then I take my trusty little blender and blend it up, and it becomes like you saw. It's so good, it's so easy, so much better than ragu or something like that. And it's my favorite thing to do with summer vegetables. My favorite thing, because all winter long you can pull out this fresh marinara sauce or fresh pizza sauce or whatever you want to use it for by putting other seasonings into it. And it's amazing.
Here we are.
I am going to put 2 peppers in each one since I have 2 peppers. I wanted to show you what it looks like. It's been cooking for about an hour. So you can see the juices coming up now. And everything's starting to seep together. And I'm doing this on medium. Oh, it's just a little bit lower than medium. So this one actually I'm going to turn up a little because it isn't simmering at all. But it's excellent. We actually just had spaghetti and sausage with our sauce that we had tasted earlier. So this will all go in the freezer for another time. This one I just used this on. So I'm going to show you this over here. This is what it looks like before. And then all I do is put this in here. See how beautiful that is?
Smells inviting.
These are going to simmer now another probably hour, so that they get good and great, and then I'll let them cool down.